Welcome everybody to my 63 chapter on mindfulness. What is mindfulness? It is to notice how comfortable, how enjoying, how happy you are currently in life, and how relaxed you are. Because most often your mind isn't noticing what's good or what's happy or what's relaxing and what's enjoyable for you. What's pleasant for you, you are dormant. You are not awakened to it. Awaken and become aware and fully and wholly aware that your surroundings or your living current environment, isn't harmful or dangerous to you. These things, life threats and dangers, these things are imagined and fancied by seen by your mind, and it is also your mind's manifestations. It is also your mind signaling to you that it's there, urging you and rushing you to do things. You can stop listening to it and take a moment, take a deep breath. Exhale and analyze, observe your current fact checking. Fact check you're alive, kicking and breathing, so stop worrying about anything else but existing. Awaken yourself to your whole being, what you're wearing currently, and what you have seen, what you have smelling felt last, what you have tasted last, what you have touched last, or what you have listened to last. What is the last sound you heard? What is the last sound you tasted? You smelled? What is the last taste you smelled? What is the last sound you heard that you listened to? What is the last thing you've seen? And what is the last thing you touched? These things are your current moment. These things are facts. For example, your period. If you're struggling with black discharges into menstrually, well, let me give you a few tips here. I struggle with it a lot. Firstly, take birth control, the shot on the pills, and the shot on the pills. It worked miraculously for me, wonderfully for me. Anyways, go see your gynecologist, ask them to prescribe you birth control pills or the shot. I take the trizipine 28, which is a birth control pill. But if you have blood discharges at the end of your period, then there are two tricks to deal with it, cope with it. How? For example, what have you last seen? What color is it? What texture is it? Does it smell? No, it doesn't. So it is only a blood discharge. What is it doing to you? In fact, it is only purging out or releasing out your old blood. That is all. It is ending. Sight on the ending. Sight on the time. Notice the time it has started, and notice the time it has ended. It is ending. Notice that it is ending and passing already. The moment is a time frame. It is a position you're in. It is a mood position, physical and mental state you're in. These things are all your current moment. Notice how you're thinking and feeling about it. Do you not feel better after it's just blood discharge. This milkiest blood discharge. It's gonna end in less than 24 hours. Mindful self-soothing is good as DBT, and CPT is actually addressing the problem. So there is no problem to address, right? And realize that the problem or the situation is only imagined or made, triggered by your mind tricking you and playing games with you. Just stop letting your mind bother you, your mind making itself known. Yes, I acknowledge when companies and realize you're feeling this way, but I do not want to do what you're telling me to do, what you're urging me to do. I want to do what I want. I want to be happy. Acknowledge what you want to your mind. There, speak to your mind, talk to it, say to it that no, I don't want them to feel think this way about this, and these things are nice there. And that is what have I last seen? Oh, I had last seen the flowers on the road. I had last smelled the jasmine flowers. I have seen the sunshine. I last felt the sunshine, the wind on my skin. I have noticed all these things outdoors. Besides, I have taken a walk. I've seen people. Although social distancing is a must currently in life because of the pandemic here, coronavirus has many confined and not spend any money on anything yet. But I'm fine. So what is mindful meditation? Mindful meditation is just noticing your current surroundings and gaze at it, look at it and contemplate it and ask yourself, what have I last heard? What's the sound I heard? What's the last thing I've seen? What's the last thing I've touched? What's the last thing I've smelled? What's the last thing I've tasted? And what's the last thing I listened to? I heard, I listened to. These things are your current moment and your current surroundings. These things make you feel what? Fact checks. These are facts. And rely on those, depend on those, listen to those, to your body and not your mind, to act out and let the things live your life. Do not let your emotions, and do realize you're feeling this way, acknowledge it, recognize you're feeling and thinking this way about it. That is mindfulness. Do not act out and do not depend on this to live your life. Do not let them spoil, ruin your life, drag you down. You can prevent this. You can only you have this power, strength, and will to stop it all. You can decide for yourself. Eh? You can define your own action, your own responses, and even how you think and feel. You can stop thinking. I usually have nothing on mind there. Because I'm fully awakened to the calmness and to the peace, quiet, and to the stillness that is my current moment. I am fully aware and conscious and know that I am alive and I'm existing, I'm surviving, and I'm functional in a current moment, in a current living environment. Living conditions are okay. My whole life, for example, I used to not like it, but my dad has calmed down and I have calmed down too, and my mom too. So everything is better. Home life, personal life. I don't want any relationships, so I'm good. I'm not seeing anyone else besides my parents. Why? Because there's the pandemic here. There's the coronavirus outbreak there, and I can't go anywhere else but taking a walk outside. But doing my breathing exercises in my backyard. Tai Chi and yoga. That's it for today. Do the mindful meditation that calms you down and awakens you to your existence to just being there for yourself. Living your life for yourself. Enjoying yourself. Your life, every moment in your life is mindfulness. So please remind yourself to do this every moment in your life. That's all for today. I'll catch you tomorrow. Make another video. Catch my video next entry till tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, or follow me and subscribe to my video and subscribe to my channel and go register on the Forum Games forum. I have a new one. My co-owner and I have decided to start down my forum on community on mental wellness because it costs him too much. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, go register and go join my my forum games forum on pobots.com. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good, nice Thursday morning. Here, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. So remember to have fun in life. Thank you to enjoy yourself in life. Every moment in your life. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye, later.